Two technical setups, one fundamental equals to 13K. How did we get there? What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Sabelo here, and in this video I'm going to be giving you an update of the current week, the setups that I was anticipating to trade, how did I execute them, and the signals being shared with my community. And yeah, you saw the full breakdown the previous week. The only thing that I didn't show you is the AUD interest rate and how I got about into taking a profitable signal on a taking a profitable execution on that AUD interest rate. So with that being said, now we are going to be jumping into our chart and then breaking down the entire analysis. But before we jump into the charts, if you like this video, make sure that you hit the like button, you subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to turn on the bell notification so that you can be notified whenever I drop videos like this. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into our chart. Okay guys, so as you can see, soon after the analysis was sent, so this is how the execution went about. Okay, so as soon as the spread adjusted, took an entry on USD CAD. It ended up taking us out. CAD was very strong at the time. I'm going to show you this on the actual chart. So we ended up switching to USD CHF, yeah, which ended up playing quite nice. And then around New York session, we also took that sell on GU, yeah, as we were patiently waiting for the proper price action. And then this was the situation going on, and then USD CHF took us out, and then yeah, we held GU for about 180 pips, and we also took a short on EU, and then we backed about 50 pips on EU. And then this was the interest rates, and I'm going to break it down on the charts as well as to how we got to having those signals for the AUD rate. Okay, and then yeah, as you can see, we also traded the GBP interest rate, but then it was an L. We took an L on the GBP interest rate, and then yeah, that's how much I made from GU, and then that's how much I made from the interest rate. So all of this went from a top-down analysis to signals being sent, and up until this point, which is, I find it to be the very best way to teach someone who's looking to enhance his skills when it comes to trading. So now I'm going to be going into the chart and showing you the exact analysis that went into taking AU, since the others I shared on the previous video, which was the weekly analysis, which was this one. So CAD was an L and USD CHF was an L. So we ended up taking GU 180 pips, AU 180 pips, and then GU 180 pips, and then EU 50 pips, and then AU 180 pips as well. So that was the week, and I am done. I am not trading NFP. So yeah, let's get to the chart. Okay guys, so now we are on our charts, and this is USD CAD. So this was the first pair that we were anticipating to trade this week, and yeah, at the time it was around this area, and we're looking to take a long or a buy soon after the market opened, and we did take a buy here, but then it ended up hitting our stop loss, as you can see on the screen. So we ended up being taken out. Okay, and then once that happened, I checked on all the other pairs with the CAD on the far right, that CAD being as our code currency, and then I came to a conclusion that okay, indeed CAD was currently strong at the time, hence why this pushed to the downside. And then here, this is where we could have caught another buy for CAD. So we are currently at a neckline, and yeah, but I'm done for the week. So looking into next week, we might be anticipating USD CAD to push all the way to the top should it fail to retrace and push down to the bottom from here. So that was the analysis on CAD. And then on GU, we took a short on GU from that anticipated entry of ours. GU didn't play around, it just consolidated for a bit and then gave us the entry that we were looking for. Okay, and then we took a short from there, just like how we broke it down, and then we were able to catch about 180 pips. So I exited at 180 pips. As you can see, this market dropped up until 230 pips, but I exited on 180 pips. Okay, so that is how we got to that amount from GU. And then another trade that we took this week was AUD USD, and it was the interest rate of AUD USD. Okay, so let's go to our fundamental calendar so that I can try and break it down just a bit for you as to how did we use both the fundamentals and the technical to get a proper sentimental analysis that ended up giving us the 180 pips as well. Okay, so this was our rate decision. So this was one of the statements that I read, okay, when it came to the rates, and then I listened to the entire video here, and then the inflation was no longer that heavy, so the Australian bank could have afforded to keep the rates on hold, though the majority, you see this number here, this is determined by the majority analyzers, or like people who are anticipating as to how is the market going to react, and then this one is as a decision of the Australian bank or the Australian government stakeholders. So as much as people were anticipating that, okay, they're going to hike with another 0.25 point basis, it ended up holding those. And when we go to our charts, okay, now let's go to the technical. Okay, so by the time that AUD USD sank as a result of the interest rates, it was around this area. Okay, let me just switch to smaller time frames. Okay, so I can show you exactly where it was. Okay, so the interest rate released, it shot to the downside from this candlestick right here. This was the sell, and then boom, it ran all the way to the downside. From a technical point of view, you can see that this market, okay, as I always say, this market was coming from this significant area, and I always say that the market simply is moving in between two significant zones, and we capitalize on either the reaction to one of those zones or the continuation movement as it is approaching the other significant zone. So we can see that initially we came from this support structure, we pushed to the resistance level, we never came back to this support, we ended up reversing back, and then what we created here at this area was equal highs or double top, which is our first signal for the market that is potentially going to change direction. Okay, and then we had our trend line as it was approaching here. This was our first touch, second touch, then here on our third touch it broke, and then this was a break and retest, and then after the retest it started sinking, and then before the news came out, we were already pushing away from this break and retest situation right here. So with the fundamentals giving the bank a breathing room to keep the rates on hold, and technicals being in such a a zone at the same time was not coincidence, and then hence why we took a short on this trade here, and we leverage on the news to actually put in a bigger lot and then be able to catch such a large amount of pips with a bigger lot. Then yeah, I also exited on 180 pips on this one as well, but I believe, yeah, we also exited on 180. I believe it is going to push up until this significant zone as well, which is our previous support. And that right there concludes our updates for this week. I'll see you all on the weekend when I provide you with my anticipated trades for the upcoming week. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment on the videos you'd like me to do next, and I'll definitely look into it. See you all next time.